must have hurt really. Why I ask this, because I remember after the London Olympics, you had said that, you know, you really wanted to get a medal, and if you would have got a medal, you would have probably, you know, thought about quitting. Am I right? Yeah. So this must be like 4 years down the line. This must be it. Like, you know, you must have waited for it. So it must have really hurt.
Hurt as in, yeah, I felt a little, I was a little disappointed. But, you know, there are no regrets. I never regret. And I think I gave it my all. You know, I worked really hard. You know, I don't, but it's a sport. You know, I would know sports better than anybody else.
Yeah.
So we lose some, we win some. And I just have to take positives from here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you gonna look at, say, another Olympics?
Oh my God.
Because I know how much you want that medal. You know, you said it after London that you want that medal, and you went again. Like I said, you were almost on the verge of quitting, and you pushed yourself. You went again for Olympics.
I don't know really. You know, and you also know I'm not a planner.
Yeah.
So I really don't know. But I will quit when I want to quit. I will quit on my own terms. I will not quit just because others think I cannot play, or, you know, or I should quit. You know, I will quit when I want to quit. And I'm not injured, you know. I still don't have any injuries. Yes, aches and pains are part of our lives. But I'm still not injured. I'm fine. So I think I'll continue playing till I'm still enjoying badminton now.
Since you mentioned injury, I'll just mention it here only. In the Olympics, you were playing with an injury, right? You were like, you were playing in pain?
I think my right knee was troubling me for quite some time now.
Right.
So I tape my knee and play.
Yeah, all right. So this is something like, you know, do you think the infrastructure in the, in India, this also needs to be looked at, you know, at the fitness levels of sports people, how injuries need to be taken care of. Saina also played with injury, you played with injury, and you know, and you're going to Olympics, you know, so if there is a system in place to take care of sports people,
you know, that the whole, I think it's just not about, we don't have a proper knowledge about sports medicine.
Right.
We have not explored that, or we have not encouraged that part of the profession, sports medicine, which is, if you say, well, I was in the village, and the Brazil team was staying right opposite us. The whole of the first floor was for physiotherapy. And the kind of facilities what the other country were giving their athletes were tremendous, and that's why they expect a medal from their athletes. They had a inflated tub in which the players, after a hard session, they would come and sit in the tub with ice. So that's ice bath, so they recover for next day. That's so much thought is put in, making sure that the athlete doesn't have to worry about anything, you know. In India or with us, it's really difficult to compare what kind of facility we get. There is no thought towards the welfare of the athlete. You know, Deepa, yes, she's done well. Yes, she's our Indian and our girl child. You know, Bharat ki beti. But what have we done for gymnastics so far? You know, gymnastics doesn't figure in priority sports in our country. So these kind of things, basically you have to make an effort. Like the smallest things, I've seen the other countries, the smallest things are taken care of. I can't even begin to, you'll be shocked. Like the athletes are given you know, the smallest thing. Let me be very shallow, okay? The countries, you know, were given sweatpants, sweatshirt, sweatshorts for them to be comfortable in cotton. You know, I don't like wearing synthetic. Because you sweat so much, you know, the sports persons don't like to wear a lot of you know, synthetic clothing. You know, it's not pleasant on your skin. So it was very hot also in Brazil. So they got cotton stuff to wear. And then the weather forecast was rain. They got raincoats from their, you know, team.
Right.
You know, and the smallest thing, they were taken care of.
Yeah.
Over here, we don't think, we don't put in the effort to think, is what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
If you put in that, it just takes a little effort to think, okay, what a normal person would need.
Right.
A sports person, a normal person would need a proper, you know, if you want the Indians to be in a uniform, you know, we need to give them casual slippers, you know, we need to give them, you know, if our contingent had, 120, 30 athletes, so there should have been at least 20 physios in line to, you know, take care of, but that doesn't happen.
How many were there?
For us, well, for us, there were 2 physios for badminton.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that's another story. but yeah.
All right. Like 2 other players who you think can come up to your level, yours and Ashwin's.
Right now?
Yep.
No, nobody.
So that's the
I'm
stage.
being very truthful. And I would challenge anybody come and contradict me right now.
Right.
Nobody. I stopped playing mixed doubles after London. What has been the result, really?
Yeah.
Who qualified for Olympics in mixed doubles? Nobody. And I'm not being proud about it. I'm
Right.
stating the facts.